no Skyping. OTM straight out the mud, we the livest.
Oh, you already know how we rockin', man. It's your brother from another mother, Kobe Lee up in the building, bringing you the all-new Philly Cat Podcast. If you're new to the show, I'm gonna give you a little bit of rundown. I'm gonna be talking to Eagles, talking to Sixers. I'm gonna dab in a little bit of the Phillies, but I damn sure ain't talking about the Flyers. Hope everybody feeling good out there. Hope you ain't worried about the mule going blind. In other words, be in control of the things that you can control. Don't let the things out of your control you. Okay, so let's get down to the nitty gritty. Okay? Sunday afternoon. The Eagles defeated the New York Giants with a final score of 34-10. I mean, the second half was just dominant. The first half was a little shaky, but you know what? I'm feeling good today, so I'm gonna stay on the positive side. Jalen Hurts completed the game, 17 for 29 for his passing attempts, 199 yards, 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. He almost threw one, but you know we gonna sweep down the road because you dropped it, my brother. You dropped it. Miles Sanders had 7 carries for 45 yards. He got a little chipped up in the game, so that, you feel me, we let him rest a little bit. So we put in Boston Scott. Boston Scott had 12 carries for 41 yards. Jordan Howard had 9 carries for 37 yards. What a well-balanced running attack. Well balanced. Even the play calls from the first half, I ain't gonna lie, Nick. But you know what? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling positive. So Nick Sirianni's a coach that can adjust. We have seen in past games in the second half where he can switch up the whole game plan for how he came into the game. And last night, I mean, not even last night, Sunday afternoon, he definitely put a well game plan together. Anyway, Smitty, 5 receptions for 80 yards and a touchdown. I'm seeing this boy, he's starting to come to life. We really got one. When you seen that touchdown, first of all, did you see the pass from Jalen Hurts? I thought he wasn't accurate. I thought he couldn't stay in the pocket. I thought he couldn't be an NFL quarterback. Smitty last night, I mean, the catch, that was ridiculous. Did you see how he dragged the foot? What a touchdown catch. You know what I'm saying? Quez Watkins had 3 catches for 43 yards. Dallas with 2 for 28 yards. Jalen Reagor had 2 for 15. Although Jalen Reagor had 2 catches for 15 yards, what I do want to say is, these last 2 games, I've been seeing him enjoying his time out on the field. He made an impact in these last 2 games. And it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. If you get heated up December going into the playoffs, that's what we need. We need another receiver out there that's going to help Devontae Smith. See, now that Jalen Reagor has been stepping up, this game, that's when you see Devontae with the 80 yards. So I'm liking what I'm seeing from Jalen Reagor, even though in the past, we haven't been, we haven't been seeing you, produce. But that's okay, you know what I'm saying? We still got to see what's going on. The one guy that really, this play, oh my God, what a play call. Lane Johnson with the 5-yard TD catch. They wasn't even ready for that. They wasn't, the Giants, man, they done. The Giants is done. Not to mention last night that the Cowboys just blew out the Washington Redskins. What, it was like 56-14? I mean, so we should be good on that end. So the defense was on point. Singleton and Edwards was out there at the linebacker position. I can't wait till Davion Taylor come back. But Singleton and Edwards, man, y'all held down the fort. Edwards had a total of 16 tackles. Singleton had 12 tackles and an interception, as well as Rodney McLeod. We started seeing sightings of Fletcher Cox. Like I said, these past 2 weeks, I've been seeing guys step up and make an impact on this team that we need. I mean, the offensive line, in my opinion, we have the best offensive line in the league. We doing everything that we need to do. The Eagles defense held the Giants to only 108 passing yards. They held them to only 84 rushing yards. That's a total of 192 yards. That's come on now. At the beginning of the game, Jake Fromm started out. He was the starter last night. So he completed 6 of 17 completed attempts for 25 yards and an interception. Yeah, you want to know what happened? He got benched. That's what happened. Then the backup of the backup came in and completed 17 of 27 attempts for 93 yards with a TD and an interception. I mean, they were just giving it up. They was giving it up on a platter. You know what I mean? Now, I ain't gonna lie, in that first half, it was so many drops. So many drops. I mean, by the receivers, by the defensive. We could have had like 4 or 5 interceptions on the real. On the real. And even with the completions with Jalen Hurts, you had about like 4 or 5 drops. Seriously. So, and then another thing that I wanted to note, how great the defense was. Not one receiver had over 30 yards for the New York Giants. I don't think y'all know how dominant that is. So I just wanted to give the defense their flowers right now. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Jonathan Gannon. I really feel like he's starting to get his footing on where and how this defense should be ran. He's starting to show more blitzes. But then again, we gotta see him. We gotta see him against the top tier teams. We have seen him earlier on in the season, but I can't really do that because this is your first time with this defense. So early on in the season, you still trying to figure out and dibble and dabble on who you gonna put in there at the, especially at the linebacker position, because Edwards wasn't playing. So now that we got that down packed, playoffs, the playoff picture. Right now, these are the 5 teams in the NFC that clinched. Okay, the Packers at 12-3, the Cowboys, Rams, and the Buccaneers are all 11-4. And the Cardinals is 10-5. They all clinched the playoff spot. The top 4 that I said, they clinched the division. The Cardinals has clinched the playoff spot. Now, the 49ers is 8-7. We're also 8-7, right? But the 49ers just lost to the Titans at a final score of 17-20. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, they got to play the Texans and the Rams. I could see them being the Texans. In that last game, the Rams, they already clinched and they already won. So I really think that the Rams might rest their players on that last week. So I think that the 49ers might end up being 10-7. Now the Eagles, what we got in front of us is the Washington football team. Excuse me. Y'all know what's going on with that. Y'all know after last week. First of all, we ended them. But then after the Dallas game, yeah, you're done, son. They done. So we good with that one. Now that last game, Dallas, it all depends on how Dallas feel. Honestly, I don't even care how they feel. If they want to rest their players or not, y'all don't want to see us. Because right now, we heating up at the perfect time going into the playoffs. Expectations wasn't the Super Bowl or nothing. We wasn't even thinking we was going to go to the playoffs. But we right here. We right here standing strong with Jalen Hurts as a starting quarterback. So what's the problem? What you want to do? You know what I mean? Other than that, in the hunt, you got the Saints at 7-7, the Vikings at 7-8, the Falcons at 7-8, and the Washington football team at 6-9. The Saints play the Dolphins tonight at 8:30, I guess. And if they lose tonight, then they'll be 7-8 and they'll drop down. If they win, then they'll be 8-7. And I believe we beat the Saints. So we would have the tiebreaker over them. So I really think our playoff chances is great. I think we can really make the playoffs, and if we go, to me, we could beat any team in the league. With that offensive line blocking like that, the running game, we have the #1 rushing attack in the league. With that offensive line, with that defense, and not one receiver having over 30 yards. Come on now, to me that's unheard of. When the last time you heard of that? So yeah, man, the Philadelphia Eagles, they was dominant. They was dominant Sunday afternoon. You know what I mean? So we're gonna see how everything works out. And let me know what y'all think in the comments. Make sure you subscribe, leave a like, and until next time, folks. T-Roy, take us home.
They say little bro ain't keeping it real, you snake, that's crazy. Feeling in my bones on to make 100 million, and this shit won't phase me. A biggie in paper. Too many dollars, too many bills, somebody save me. Too much juice, too much sauce, too much mayo.